When you think of being a K-pop idol, you probably think of all the good stuff. The fans, the edits, merch, and most importantly, the unconditional glaze. But there's also the parasocial stalkers. I may not be an idol, but I went to a high school with no Asian people and a bunch of Koreaboos who treated me like I was Walmart Jungkook from the hit group BS because these souls were on some bullshit. For those of you who aren't K-pop fans and don't know what a Koreaboo is, it's someone who isn't Korean but is overly obsessed with Korean culture, fetishizing the culture so much, sometimes to the point of rejecting their own heritage to adopt it instead. This is a very real and common thing with K-pop fans, and let me tell you, it is weird to witness. I had this one friend who I knew since 5th grade, and well, I was pretty sure she was Guatemalan, so imagine my surprise when high school rolled around and she was Korean, and started to force me to be around other people who are also transitioning to be Korean. All of a sudden, when I sat with her, I was being hit in the face by, oh my gosh, are you Korean? Jinja? I'm so happy. I just love your culture, yo. I'm not Korean. Okay, well, I'm genuinely gonna go get the fuck away, ayo. It was especially weird to witness someone who I've known for years all of a sudden treat everything I did as adorable and cutesy. And all of a sudden every picture she posted of me had to have RM from BTS next to me like he was my distant relative or something. Throughout all of high school, I started to meet more and more people like them. This brings me to what this video is about. The oddest, most obsessive person I've ever met. And mind you, while I tell you this, I knew him for like 3 weeks. It all started when I was eating alone, but not in a loser way, okay? Like in a mysterious way. This guy came up to me and just said that I seemed super cool, and he told me how he wanted to be my friend. And I was just like, okay, sure, I guess, because it was clear that he wasn't trying to get at me in any weird way. Or any girl, if you know what I mean. I was a sophomore at the time, and the guy had told me he was a freshman. The conversation was kind of dry, and there was no real red flags at first. He gave me his Instagram, and it was basically a fan page for TXT. I just kind of shrugged it off, but it became very clear very fast that something was up with this dude. Every day he would ask what lunch I had, and he quickly started to memorize my schedule. After having lunch with him a few times, I knew I did not mess with this guy. He would just kind of watch me eat and fawned over how cute I was. Oh my gosh, Jay, your cheeks are so cute. You're so kawaii core. Oh my gosh, do you have dimples? So K-pop idol agio core? Finish my heart, Jay. I called out this guy multiple times, telling him that it was kind of racist how every time I did anything, he would automatically just start throwing in any and every Asian term he knew. If you think I'm exaggerating, look at this message he sent me after seeing a picture of me. He quickly became obsessive, sending me texts like this if I was busy. Well, don't, you're being such a cunt, and not in a good way. Play Roblox with me, so fucking fake! And I can't lie, at the time I was a little bit of a pushover, so when he was over here acting like a crazy person, I was just agreeing to whatever he said to avoid the trouble. I was planning on just slowly distancing myself from him. Remember my kinda shitty friend from my last video? Well, I had all my lunches with her at the time, and I warned her about the guy, telling her that if he came up to us to please walk away with me so we could avoid him, or to make up an excuse. Then when we had lunch together and he approached me, I stopped because he jumped in front of me, and I watched as my friend just walked away. I was forced to spend my lunch with him and asked my friend what was up and why she did that. She replied saying that she was confused and thought that I wanted to hang out with him, which made no sense to me since right before lunch we rehearsed what to do if he came up to us. But I brushed it off thinking, why would my friend do that? Then she did it again and 3 more times after that. While she was doing that, the guy became more and more obsessive. He started to skip his classes to have lunch with me, or see me in general, and when he would approach me at lunch, he would always say, "Huh, you walked way too fast, Jay. I've been following you for like 10 minutes, waiting for the opportunity to just chew up." Once, because my teacher didn't come, my class had to go to the cafeteria, and I asked to use the restroom. As soon as I walked out, he was waiting outside. Oh my gosh, Jay, that sub is such a bitch! I've been waiting for an opportunity to talk to you, but she wouldn't let me walk over. I was so relieved when you went to the bathroom. So what are you doing? Well, I just took a shit. This guy just kept skipping and skipping his classes to find me. It was crazy. I finally drew the line with this guy because I was sick of him being racist. Because even when talking about other Asian people, he would make racist remarks like, oh, isn't this guy supposed to be smart? Gosh, Asian people just can't do anything right. Mind you, he was saying all this when at this point he was just an urban legend in his classes with the way he was skipping. Well, this dude did not let this slide. I did nothing wrong. Ew. Stop, no, Jay, no, stop. Ew, Jay, stop, no, Jay. No, stop. Are we still having lunch together, Jay? I just ignored all these texts, but the next day he sent me a message saying, who's this? With multiple pictures of me from afar while I was in class, and also just me walking around the school during lunch or just being in the hallways. I was obviously freaked out and just restricted his account. For the next week, these were my DMs. Jay, don't ignore me. Jay, please don't ignore me. Please, Jay, I love you, Pooks. Please, I'm sorry. Jay, please, I love you, Pookie Wookie Dookie. I love you, Jay. I'm sorry, Jay, Pookie. Please, Jay, I'm sorry. You Jay, are you mad? Jay, OMG, I said hi, you answer the what phone. The hell? Are you still mad? Jay, you unfollowed me. Does that mean you don't have friends here? You're still mad? I'm sorry. Take on to a relationship. Jay, I miss you. Anyway, I miss you. I don't want you to be mad at me. Like, I'm truly sorry. I wish I could tell you this was the end and he got the hint, but one day I was walking my friend to her class and he approached me in the hallway. He immediately grabbed me by my backpack straps and pulled me while he freaking rested his head on my shoulder, begging me to forgive him. Please, Jay, I don't want to stop being friends. I really love you. I wasn't even being racist. I didn't even do anything wrong. While this was happening, I turned to my friend for help, and I watched as she not only took a few steps away from me, but also covered the side of her face with her hand to avoid eye contact. I felt like I was watching the world in slow motion. I had some random ass dude cuddling up on my shoulder, and my friend that I've known for years, low-key being a bitch. The fuck? Oh, sorry, I mean the shibao, since everyone thinks I'm freaking Korean. The cherry on top was as I was muttering to myself, telling him to get off me, and that I wasn't going to be his friend. His own friend told him to get off me and dragged him away. The enemy! I truly, for the first time, saw my friend for what she was, which was a selfless, spineless hoe. Afterwards, she came up to me like everything was all good, talking about some, that was crazy. And I asked her why she did that, and she just replied, well, I just didn't want that guy to not like me. I already feel like he doesn't. Yeah, after that, I just stopped texting her. The fact that all it took for our friendship to die was me just not texting her first, well, it just says everything you gotta know about our friendship. The guy sent me one last corny reel saying, that one friend that you met in high school that you never want to lose or live without. And then he left me alone. Something that you guys are going to learn quickly on this channel is that I just attract the weirdest people. Specifically the demographic of people that you only know for a few weeks and then all of a sudden, I'm their everything. I promise I am a completely different person from who I was when this happened. And even though it sucked, it was a low-key character development because I cut off all the freaks I was friends with and started to be okay with the idea of having no friends over having shitty ones, which allowed me to stop being a people pleaser. So moral of the story, stay away from crazy people and have friends that will have your back. It's Jay, and we hit 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for that, and it was really shocking with how well the last video did. I mean, wow, there's a lot of you guys who came here not for crazy stories, but for me just talking, which is just crazy. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much, and, you know, hi to everyone who's new. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, but thank you for watching. Alright.